Hello, my name is Hannah Jessup and today I will be discussing how your diet affects your mouth. Can anyone guess what the hardest substance in the body is? That's right, your teeth. To be specific, the enamel on your teeth. It is super hard. You can think of it as armor for your teeth. Unfortunately, we also have bacteria living in our mouths. And these bacteria love to eat simple sugars and carbohydrates. So, when we eat simple sugars and carbs, the bacteria in our mouths take those substances and turns them into acid. When this acid touches our teeth, it begins to eat away at the enamel, creating a cavity. So what can we do to prevent a cavity from forming? There are two main ways to prevent this. First, controlling what kinds of food this bacteria has access to. And second, getting rid of some of the bacteria and leftover food that's in our mouths. First, let us discuss why certain foods are bad for our teeth, while others are good for them. We need to discuss the pH scale. The pH scale tells us how acidic or basic a substance is. It ranges from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, or you can think of 7 being neither acidic or basic. Anything under 7 is considered acidic, with 0 being the most acidic something can be. Likewise, anything above 7 is considered basic, with 14 being the most basic something can be. So, why is this important? Well, I am glad you asked. We talked about earlier, tooth's enamel is really strong, but acid can slowly destroy a tooth's enamel, creating a cavity. If we eat a lot of acidic foods, we can slowly erode that enamel without bacteria having to do a thing. So what kind of foods are acidic? And does that mean you should never eat them again? Any food that is really sweet or sour is going to be acidic. So soda pop to lemons. That's a lot of foods that are not so good for your teeth. This does not mean you can never eat or drink these things again. It just means do so in moderation. Citric fruit like oranges and grapefruit may be bad for your teeth, but they are really great for the rest of your body. So you need to eat them. Just don't put them in your mouth and suck on them all day. And I would never tell anyone they can't eat or drink sweet things again, just cause they are bad for your teeth. But instead of sipping on your soda all day, drink it all in one sitting instead. And drink those sweet or sour liquids through a straw, so you are not bathing your teeth in acid. As we talked about earlier, bacteria really love carbohydrates. So bready things are also bad for your teeth. Carbohydrates are not just breads. They include things like chips, crackers, and corn. At this point you are probably thinking, well, what on earth can I eat? Well, luckily for us, there are a lot of foods out there that are good for our teeth. The type of foods that are good for your teeth are foods that consist of mainly proteins or fats. So, eggs, meats, milk, and cheeses. Those type of foods. But they cannot have a lot of sugar in them. Take yogurt for example. Yogurts are a good source of both fat and protein. But some yogurts are so sweet that they are considered bad for your teeth. So now we have made it to the last category of foods to consider when thinking about your teeth. Foods with a lot of fiber. As mentioned before, sweet foods are normally bad for your teeth. But there are some exceptions. Mainly in the fruit category. Fibrous fruit like apples and pears are sweet things to eat. But they have so much fiber that they help remove any leftover food or bacteria in your mouth. Similarly, vegetables like celery or carrots are also great for your teeth. So, does all of this mean that you need to avoid eating anything that isn't protein, fat, or fiber? No. In fact, you can eat anything you want, if you pair it correctly. Let's say you want to eat a cracker, which is a carb. You can happily eat it if you pair it with a protein or fat, like a slice of cheese or a sardine. And sandwiches are great, even if there is bread. as long as you have an adequate filling, like cheeses and meats. So, now that we have a basic understanding of how food affects our teeth, let's test your skills with a couple of food-related games. I am going to show you a picture of a food and I want you to tell me whether you think it is good for your teeth or bad for your teeth. Here we have some grapes. So, do you think they are good for your teeth or bad for your teeth? Grapes are good. Now take a moment and write down whether you got it right or not. Let's keep up with how many we get right, and see which ones stumped you, if any, and why. Now we have some almonds. Are they healthy or not healthy for your mouth? Almonds are a great source of protein. Therefore they are healthy for your mouth. Here we have a bag of Doritos. So, what do you think? Good or bad? Doritos are carbs, and therefore increase your risk of cavities. So they are bad for your teeth. Is a carrot considered healthy or not healthy for your teeth? Carrots are very fibrous and great for your teeth. Is Mountain Dew good or bad for your teeth? When it comes to your teeth, Mountain Dew is one of the worst drinks you can drink. Do you think cupcakes are good or bad for your teeth? Cupcakes are great on occasion, but they are most certainly bad for your teeth. Are fried eggs healthy for your teeth or not healthy for your teeth? Eggs, fried or not, are good sources of protein, and therefore are great to eat. Is cheese good or bad? Cheese is a good source of both protein and fat. It is great for your teeth. Are goldfish crackers healthy for your teeth or unhealthy? Goldfish crackers are carbohydrates and are unhealthy for your teeth. Are lollipops good or bad? Lollipops are just sugar, which bacteria loves, so lollipops are terrible for your teeth. Are cookies good for your teeth or bad for them? Cookies are chock full of carbohydrates and sugar, so they are not healthy for your teeth. Do you think a glass of milk is healthy or not healthy for your teeth? Milk is one of the best things you can drink for your teeth. It is really great for building strong bones and teeth. Is ice cream good or bad for your teeth? Although ice cream has milk in it, it also has a lot of sugar in it, and therefore is bad for your teeth. Are apples healthy or not healthy to eat for your teeth? Apples, although sweet, are mostly made up of fiber and water, and are great to eat for your teeth. Is broccoli good or bad? Broccoli is very fibrous and therefore great to eat for your teeth. How about chocolate? Good or bad when it comes to your teeth? This one was a bit of a trick question. Most chocolate is full of sugar and is terrible for your teeth. But Chocolate that is close to 100% is very bitter because there is little to no sugar in it, so it is not as bad for your teeth but still bad. What about cake? Cake, like the cupcake mentioned earlier, is bad for your teeth. Okay. Last one. Is fish good or bad for your teeth? Fish is a good protein source and therefore it is really good for your teeth. Just be careful if there are bones in it. Well, that is it for that game. How did you do? Did you get a perfect score? Or did one of them trip you up? Now we are going to go to our next food-related game. I am going to show you a food and I want you to guess how much sugar is in it. I will give you 3 sugar cube amounts. See if you can't get them all right. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar are in a serving of buttered popcorn? A. 3. B. 5. Or C. 1. A serving of popcorn only has 1 sugar cube worth of sugar. So C is correct. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does a single banana have? A. 7. B. 3. Or C. 5. The correct answer is A. 1 banana contains 7 sugar cubes worth of sugar. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does a bottle of Coca-Cola have? A. 12. B. 16. Or C. 20. Coca-Cola has 20 sugar cubes worth of sugar, so the answer is C. Does a single pear have A. 2. B. 4. Or C. 6 sugar cubes worth of sugar in them? The correct answer is B. Pears have 4 sugar cubes worth of sugar in them. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does a can of Red Bull have? A. 20. B. 18. Or C. 12. A can of Red Bull contains 18 sugar cubes worth of sugar. So the answer is B. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does a serving of cotton candy have? A. 10. B. 8. Or C. 5. The answer is C. 5 sugar cubes worth of sugar. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does a glass of orange juice have? A. 6. B. 4. Or C. 2. A glass of orange juice has 4 sugar cubes worth of sugar. So the answer is B. How much sugar cubes worth of sugar does a serving of snow peas have? A. 2. B. 1. Or C. 0. The answer is A. 2 sugar cubes worth of sugar. Last one. How many sugar cubes worth of sugar does one bowl of Fruity Pebbles have? A. 10. B. 8. Or C. 5. The answer is C. One bowl of Fruity Pebbles has 5 sugar cubes worth of sugar. Good job on that food-related game. Now that we understand how to avoid certain food choices to prevent tooth decay, can you think of any other ways to prevent cavities? Brushing. If we brush our teeth every day like we are supposed to, then we can prevent those bacteria from taking up residence in our teeth. How many times a day do you brush your teeth? How many times a day do you think you should brush your teeth? We need to brush our teeth 2 times a day. Each time for 2 minutes. I like to brush my teeth for 2 minutes after I eat breakfast. And then for 2 minutes before I go to bed. I am going to show you a video on proper toothbrushing technique. It is important that we do our best to brush correctly to protect our teeth. Take your brush and gently place it so the bristles are barely touching your gums. And go around moving the brush in a gentle back and forth motion. And clean all of your teeth on the top and bottom. Now take your brush and slowly and gently with that same back and forth motion clean the tops of all of your teeth. Take your brush and place it where it just touches your gums on the inside. And do that same motion on the insides of all of your teeth. It might be easier to clean the insides of your front teeth by turning your brush like so and gently moving it with that same motion. Once you have brushed all the surfaces of all of your teeth, go back and perform a rolling motion like this to make sure you got rid of all of the bacteria on your teeth. Like mentioned before, it might be easier to hold your brush like this when cleaning those front teeth. It should take you 2 minutes to brush your teeth like that. And you should do it 2 times a day. Why don't you take a few minutes to go to your bathroom and using the mirror practice brushing your teeth like you just saw? So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that to prevent cavities we need to be careful of what and how we eat by making smart food choices. We learned that does not mean we can't eat the foods we like. Just that we need to limit the amount of time we eat them. And that when we do eat those unhealthy food choices, we should pair them with tooth-healthy choices. We also learned that if we drink sweet or sour drinks, we should use a straw. And lastly, we learned proper toothbrushing techniques and that we should brush our teeth for 2 minutes. Twice a day. You have been such a great student. Thank you for watching this video. And I hope you will consider healthy teeth food choices the next time you have the chance. Bye bye.